didn't happen. I'm gonna go film my review. Lights Out is a new horror film directed by David F. Sandberg based off of his short film that made the rounds on Facebook and YouTube and impressed a lot of people, myself included. That is a creepy-ass short. Check it out sometime if you get a chance. So we have a really dysfunctional family, a mother, a daughter, and a son, and all three of them are visited by this strange woman that can only appear when it's dark. If you're in the light, you're safe, but the second those lights turn off, yeah, you're screwed. It's being marketed heavily as a horror film, and it definitely is. It's definitely a scare fest, but it's also a drama about this family. The mother has lost her mind, really, and she's talking to someone in her room, which is really scaring the son and the daughter, who's since moved out, as well as her boyfriend, and all three of them have to converge to try to figure out how to deal with this situation that's happening with her family. And there's a weird creature that comes for them in the dark. So this horror film has more going for it, even though it has a very short runtime, than most horror films that are out today. I was really pleasantly surprised with this movie. It is an effective, scary film. It uses what could be considered a gimmick constantly, but what keeps it fresh is that the filmmaker finds ways to continuously make it seem new or do fun or different things with it. It's really well shot, the suspense is well generated, and what could be considered by some just a jump scare movie actually becomes something rather beautiful towards the end, and I was really surprised by this movie. The performances are also all uniformly really good. Maria Bello is fantastic as the crazy mother. Teresa Palmer sometimes has that deer in the headlights look, a lot of, what? Huh? And you could dissect that as a problem, but I don't really think it's necessary because her character is very much so a deer in the headlights. She has no idea what's going on with her family, and now there's this weird thing haunting them in the night, and so yeah, I guess most of us would also have a bit of a deer in the headlights look. Also, Alexander DiPersia as the boyfriend, sorry if I screwed up his name, but he was surprisingly really good in this film. Usually the boyfriend character in the movie or the throwaway girlfriend character is just that, a throwaway character. But he had a lot to do, and he was resourceful. And that's something I also liked about the characters in this movie. They weren't complete idiots. Whenever shit got real, they were actually resourceful. They did things that I was like, see, okay, good. That's why you're still alive. That's why you're not dead. And that can be attributed to strong writing. This movie actually has characters. The people in this movie are not just bodies to eventually be killed in some horrific way by some creature. They are actually characters. They have lives, they have problems. These are real people inhabiting this horror movie. And a lot of the drama is centered around this young boy and who's going to take care of him, the mother or the daughter. The kid in this movie, Gabriel Bateman, is fantastic. I was really impressed with his performance. Really strong child performance, and I can't wait to see what else he can do. There's also a fun mystery yarn woven throughout the script, which I really appreciated. You don't get enough good mysteries anymore, and I like the fact this movie actually had a compelling one. Which brings me to my issues with the movie. Sometimes that mystery, while compelling, doesn't really give you the answers you need to make sense of some things. No spoilers, of course, but there are times in this movie where it breaks its own rules. Noises are heard in places where the lights are on. Characters open doors where they heard noises and all the lights are on that area, and you're thinking to yourself, how did that happen if she can only maneuver through the darkness? Also, what was disappointing to me was the eventual look of this creature. I actually found it far more disturbing and effective in the short film than in the feature film. In this film, it was just that typical, like, like, you know, the creepy old deformed lady just going like this that's in like every horror film. It was a lot more effective in the short, and I'm surprised with all the budget they had that they couldn't make the look of this creature better. But as a quick, fun summer horror film, this film delivered. It had good performances, good moments of suspense, and a surprising amount of character depth that I didn't expect in a movie like this. I'm gonna give Lights Out a B+. Check this one out, guys. You know I'm a big fan of scary movies, and whenever there's an actual good one out in theaters, it's to be celebrated because, man, there's a lot of bad ones. Also, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to the Big Bad Toy Store. They sent me that badass Trigun Vash the Stampede figure as well as Christian Bale in Batman Begins, and I have held it and touched it and rubbed it, and I'm gonna stop talking now. I left a link for them in the description below. If you're a collector like myself, definitely check out that store. They have a lot of awesome stuff. Really, really cool stuff, especially for movie fans, which I know most of you are. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.